Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, October 29th, 2020 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is balance fuels my empowerment. And today we may not be feeling exactly balanced, but this is an invitation to keep coming back to that place, remembering those lessons. We have Venus and Mercury still working kind of the alpha, omega, the beginning and the end of Libra energies, trying to help us keep, regain, remember balance and harmony as we work through Scorpio energies. But it's not really the Scorpio energy that may be throwing us off today. It is the moon moving through Aries. And as the moon moves through Aries, and as we start our day, we will have the moon connecting with Mars. So anytime we have the moon and Mars, there is potential for temper tantrums. Moon brings our emotional consciousness and sometimes our emotional unconsciousness. And Mars is that aggression and passion energy. So whether the temper tantrum energy is because we are feeling impatient, or if we're feeling suppressed, or if we're feeling frustration, chances are we will feel a wave of these kinds of energies coming through and have to hold ourselves, help ourselves, support ourselves through that energy. My phone agrees. That's one of the more major things of the day. Besides that, we don't have too much going on till later in the evening when we have some squares going on. So once the moon gets past this frustration, moving through that energy, feeling that impatience, and again, realizing, keep coming back to that balance, harmony for that empowerment, even empowering ourselves through any frustration, through any impatience, suppression. I keep saying suppression because that was actually at the top of my cards. But once we move through that, we have some of those squares. So the squares going on with Jupiter and Pluto. So the moon in Aries squaring Jupiter and Pluto. Moon squaring Jupiter. Some of the world is closing back up again due to this virus. Regardless of what you think about it, there are places that are closing back up at this time. And I think that instills fear and a lot of other things that can prohibit the vision. And part of our energy is being able to trust in that vision. That is that Jupiter in Capricorn energy. Now, as Jupiter and Pluto are both moving forward, they're coming closer and closer and closer together. So we may have to face some shadows around our idealism, some shadows and impatience about rebuilding and building anew. So again, that may feed into these energies. That Pluto energy with the moon square is, again, can you empower yourself through all of this? Can you find trust through these energies, even as you may be feeling suppressed or limited in what it is that you can do? Things are going slow for a reason. When rebuilding and building anew, it is important to take our time and go slow as to not repeat patterns. Clearly, the world is in multiple places when it feels, Mercury's retrograde, what it feels is appropriate responses to these energies. What's right, what's wrong, I don't know. I have my personal opinions, but I can't tell you what is right or wrong for everybody, And so doing our best, showing up empowered. There's that Pluto energy. Pluto hanging out at that 22-degree mark still. Doing our best and being empowered through it is the best thing we can do, and living according to that energy. So keep that in mind through some of those square energies. We also have Saturn squaring Lilith. So the old way of doing things, that social responsibility, may come up against that soul responsibility, that soul calling, what's right for you. And again, that can feel like suppression, that can feel like control, all of those energies. But how do you stay empowered in yourself, even as you have to slow down and tune in? So today doesn't feel like it's a very fast-moving day despite the moon moving through Aries. It really is a day to connect within, especially as these energies pop up. I want to also show you that I have the integration in reverse. Integration can be like that yin and yang energies coming together. It can be also outside energies coming together in communion, in relationship. So with this strong Aries energy going on with the moon in Aries, we may be kind of more focused on ourself, and maybe that's good. Focusing on that harmony within the self, and then working to harmonize outside. Because if you harmonize outside from that unconscious, uncomfortable place, we create more uncomfortable situations. So that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.